contrast between the swamp and the waterfall is very significant. The swamp is a stalemate. It screams death and uh, odor for the occupants. It is not a permanent solution. Waterfall is completely changing everything on its path. Is rapid, is beautiful, is breathtaking. It changes and shifts everything on its path, and growth happened maybe somewhere in between. The stalemate, swampy creatures, they are there. Uh, they have a persona. They are not permanent. And we often hear in our social structure is time to drain the swamp and things like that. But as for the entertainment industry, it's affect everyone in the world, directly, indirectly. The global entertainment industry and the individual countries, they have their own level of entertainment. Nevertheless, they are shifting, focusing, shifting agenda, pursue, promoting business model. This is the entertainment industry. It is shaping our minds, and it takes a lot of occupancy in our minds. We engage with these entertainment industry, especially in our teenage life. We go to movies, we watch movies, we have discussion about the stars, we got the posters. We are when the time that is precious in our youth, that we should spend time discovering our own self, but we like to discover ourselves through from these entertainment industry. The stars and the artists, they are taking up space in our minds, our homes and our rooms. We got the CDs and the posters and all these things because they are there to shape our human condition. This is the main goal. There's a purpose there, and this is how we get every citizen on this planet Earth engaged in systems that is within our reach, but they come to us through these entertainment outlets. And we are engaged, we are focused, we are invested with these celebrity cultures. But we cannot exist in our life in escape mechanism manner. We are to shift the focus onto us and change our perception, our understanding, because we prioritize our own creativity, getting to know our own self, mind, body, and spirit, because the growth is elevation of your own creativity into the highest outcome towards the unconditional love of yourself. We embrace the darkness and most glamorous parts of ourselves. And the celebrity culture is a stepping stone. Like everything else in our life, it's not a permanent state of existence. Lately, we hear so many things that are disappointing to us through our entertainment industries, and all these troubles they get into, and the little bit of deception, a lot of deception. Nevertheless, it happens. We have discussions, and we get divided because of our trusting of external forces, blindly trusting, and we develop these personas for ourselves regarding these stars and these artists, and we are trying to defend our stance against the conspiracy theories out there. They are relentless promoting these things. They are relentless at discovering things, and if it affects the people who are believing and trusting blindly. But all these vanities shouldn't have to go unnoticed. There is lessons that we can learn because we change our perception to our external world, because our awareness change and shift, and it is progressive. Growth is progression. Growth is never into darkness, but the darkness, the lights go in towards the darkness so that we can shed light into things that is mysterious and hidden from us. Now we come into this world with a very clear definition. We have our own roles to play within our existence. We have these personal responsibilities to our human consciousness because we have definition of our roles, and although we are not controlled and entrapped in our mind is open and understanding, so then we are able to shift the uh, focus onto the growth of our own personal journey by using all these tools that is available to us. The deception with the celebrity culture is pretty obvious. It is very it's although we use the word deception, their whole life, they are called artists, they are creators, and they are stars. Stars are never there for you to touch or feel. They are there shining, but we are really not knowing what is really behind these shiny objects. It is up to us to have a reasonable objectiveness when it comes to these unknown factors. To create one of these stars, it takes an enormous level of manpower. It is an industry itself. It is a business model. It's hundreds and hundreds and thousands of professional hours that put into creating one of these stars, because it's a creation of something. It's not the existence of authenticity. Is a creation by hundreds and hundreds of individuals. They use their creative abilities to create these stars and present it to the audience. When we see a clown show, we know we can identify that very quickly, and lots of people just entertained by them. They're not really stuck with these clown-like individuals, but we have more defined definition of stars, where very glamorous, flawless, perfect, and presented to you extremely beautiful, perfect stars that is created by thousands of professionals. But unfortunately, with the human consciousness, all these youths and the teenagers, they are looking into find their own worth, self-worth through these artists and these stars. So we try to follow them, we try to mimic them, we try to be like them, we try to get a hold of something that they might use, like shoes or a dress or something like that, because of the persona is so powerful, and they are delivered to the unsuspecting audience. Yet we really know what have gone into creating one of these stars. When we observe all these things happen with the movements and sexual abuse and all the blackmailing and everything, it come out to light, but we are so reluctant to really understand the depth and the darkness behind these stars and what they are really going through in life. to maintain this persona. What can we learn instead of fighting with the conspiracy theorists? And we are so we can't even entertain the idea of a discussion of the authenticity of these individuals. We are trying to be relatable, but we cannot be like them because they are creation of hundreds different team members. It's a persona, so we are never going to look like them. We're never going to be like them. It is unrealistic persona that was sold to the unsuspecting audience. Instead of getting lost with the disappointment, it is trying to give us some kind of perspective as to what is going into creating these personas to deceive the unsuspecting audience. Instead of trying to make these desperate attempts to be like them, it's really important for us to understand the message and how we can use these tools to elevate our own existence in life. You know that they are extremely beautiful, creative peoples that you see in ordinary life. We're not shining lights towards them. They are stars, but they are not uh, worthwhile talking because they are not in a team to represent the entertainment industry. But there is no 100 different people working with them. They can sing, they can act, they can do everything. They are creative at everything, and yet they are so flawless and beautiful on their own right. These individuals also exist. What can we learn from these situations so that we can elevate our consciousness? Um, Instead of imagine the mental agony of someone whose definition was something when you're born and you're trying to personify and promote something that you're not, because the temptation was there at some point. Maybe someone dangles something shiny, and they want the wealth, they want the fame, they want the approval of the external world because they are having some internal struggles. Then they go into these industries and they are so maybe unwillingly, maybe they didn't have a choice, but gradually, unsuspectingly, they were taken in so deep that they cannot go back. This is a really sad circumstances. Some people just continue to go in these dark circumstances. Others struggle because they waken up at some point. They're like, wow, this is, I can't believe this happened to me, and all these fame and everything. But there are a group of thousands of people relying on them to make their monies, and so they can benefit their whole team of people. So the really what they are sacrificing themselves to support hundreds of employees because they are such a parasites that promote you, but they are surviving through you. These are unfortunate circumstances that these people have to go through. You can't help but have a level of compassion for them. At the same time, these are perfect examples how so effortlessly that you dug yourself into a really deep hole that you can never climb out of. Just like the seed grow rapidly through darkness to the surface, these people go into extreme darkness because they have decided that they are going to choose something that is extremely difficult to come out of. So these are the circumstances of these artists and the stars that we are come to discover. It is unfortunate, but it is need to happen so that humanity will be awakened to these kind of misinformed, ill-informed circumstances. Instead of going extremely towards the deep into darkness, we are going to grow over, and we are going to discover our own light, and we are going to shine on our own. But they were all a stepping stone. Instead of getting emotional, instead of getting disappointed and extreme sadness, it's really important for us to develop this level of objectivity and see what's really happening. And there is no need to get all traumatized, because it's a learning experience, it's a part of our natural growth, and everything is going to come to surface, because this is how we have these authentic understanding and see things exactly as they are, because they are stepping stones for our own awakening journey and our own progress as a human consciousness. And we already learned about the deception, disappointment, sadness, uh, the manipulation and gaslighting. We've all experienced that within our own family structures, within our own social groups. These are soft landing positions, because it happens already. We understand, we recognize, but when it happened in the external world, the shock factor is a little bit minimized, because we are mature now. We understand all about the human conditions and every areas that we have to develop as a human species, so we can create our own shining stars that we have become, because we've gone through all the experiences and we learn so much. And not to be distracted by the personas, and learn things as exactly they are, so that we will be a little bit more closer to find authentic purposes of our own self journey. Nothing is a waste, nothing is lost. It's all about learning lessons, and this is what the human school of life is all about.